Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here. Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. They've got Trice, and it's Diawara in at the 3, the small forward. And for Louisville, and it's going to be Louisville off the tip. Neal defending. For 3, Okogie sinks the triple.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Diawara, the pass to Weatherspoon. The 19-foot shot, and he connects with the jumper.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whoever he's facing. Yes, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Stolen away. Takes a 3, and again it's Louisville from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Was able to chat with Johnny Bryant a minute ago. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot.
Ooh, what a slam! Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Kept alive, Norvell uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this starting throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Seattle shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Okogie. And again, it's Louisville converted.
Assistant.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And there's the pass to Trice. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Russo. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the right side. And that one's good. Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon's got 5 now.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Now here's Trice, defense right on him, offensive rebound, and that one drops.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Passes it to Okogie. Shot clock at 6, and that one good. He has 5.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You don't.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Seattle, they reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season.
And I think for Seattle, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special. Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And, Johns, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was about 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. The first one falls. Good on both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Pass to Weatherspoon. Pass to Diawara. Launches from deep. Seattle missing again.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now Now the pass to Weatherspoon. Puts up a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Weatherspoon's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Seattle. Out to the wing. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Seattle trails by 7. Passes to Trice. Three-pointer. And another three for Seattle.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And here is Neal. 6 points for him. And that one drops for him. Neal's got 8 points. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Wasted no time on that one. He's got 10.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Okogie, and he takes the feed in stride and sends it home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Diawara. There's the triple. The shot by Trice, no good. Louisville leading by 7. Russo. Here's Okogie. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Seattle calls timeout. This game against Louisville here, it's their first meeting of the season. Shams, no one is keen on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Neal defending. Out to the right wing. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And Louisville leads by 7.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the left side wing. Here's Weatherspoon. Here's Diawara. And the three ball is good. Diawara's got 5 now.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Offensive rebound. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Now just a 4-point Louisville lead. Neal defending. Pass to Okogie. Fires from deep. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
The pass to Weatherspoon. Up and in on the layup. He's got 10.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Louisville leading by 7. Norvell scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
For the 3, it's good from long range.
3 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And again, it's Louisville converting.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's slammed in by Diaw.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Neal defending.
That's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
The scoring fast and furious as we have. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Louisville.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Seattle trails by 8. We've got Johnson, and it's Castro in at the point. Over to the left wing. And it's Seattle with another. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
And for Seattle, and it's Delfino in a shooting guard. Louisville getting another chance here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And a moment now to check out who Seattle has coming up on Tuesday, then on Friday.
And for that game against San Diego, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Diawara. 7 points in the game. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Diawara's got 9. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks. Pass to Weatherspoon. Kicks it to Delfino. And again, Seattle with the triple. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. This is what we signed up for. This is what we love.
At the line for the away team.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. For Seattle, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. So Louisville calls timeout. They're first.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
T-shirt, make some noise!
Free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. To the left wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Seattle trails by 8. Pass to Diawara. Here's Weatherspoon. Money from the wing. Weatherspoon's got 12 in the game.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Louisville converting.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pass to Diawara. To the wing right side. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Unable to get that one. Louisville leading by 8. Here's Castro. Drops in the tray off the fast break. He has 5.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Delfino. And it goes down 2 points.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
High post Johnson. And the pass to Castro. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Shoots. And it's Seattle with another.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Castro passes to Okogie. Norvell. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Dion. And Seattle making a change here. Rice has checked in. Louisville passing it around. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Passes it to Diawara. Pass to Delfino. No good on the triple.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Johnson, the pass to Guzman. Always going up for the alley-oop here. To the middle. Here's Diaw. Johnson with some nice D.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Here's Trice. Nailed from three-point land. Trice has got 11 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Timeout called, Louisville.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
The numbers here for him. Here's Johnson. He had 15 points last outing. Norvell, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now Delfino, 8 points his last outing. Pass to Diawara. Here's Trice. And again, Seattle with the triple.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
On the wing, Johnson. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when he missed those.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Castro. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
Jason, an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Trice passes to Diawara. A shot. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Diawara's got 16 points. Dishes it to Johnson. Lobbed up there for Johnson. To the inside. Weatherspoon. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Louisville leading by 4. Johnson for 3. A rebound by Weatherspoon. Out left to the wing. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Guzman, he's guarded by Diaw. Guzman. It's hauled in by Diaw. And Seattle shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Throws it up high. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Timeout called, Louisville.
Which Riley section wants a t-shirt?
Both teams making substitutions here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Louisville, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference.
And you know, right now for Louisville, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside. He's got 11.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
There's the pass to Weatherspoon. Trice with it. The layup off target.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Neal. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Trice with it. 17 points in the game. Lets it fly from 18. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Kicks to Reed. Passes it to Castro. 6 to shoot. For 3, Okogie. Seattle grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And for Louisville, they're shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Reed the pass to Okogie. Back to Reed. Louisville passing it around. Unloads. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Castro passes to Reed. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Weatherspoon. Now Trice. Now here's Neal. 10 points for him. And Trice slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Pass to Reed. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Reed's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
No, that's just an emphatic throwdown there.
That one reverberated throughout the building. The pass to Castro. Finishes in style with a double clutch jam.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Diawara. And Neal kicks to Trice. And another 3 for Seattle.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
On its way from Neal for 2. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
94.
Louisville out in front, up 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, what's the plan for the second half tonight?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
Okay, we'll see if you can get that done. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for Louisville, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. You see, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out of the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Trice's shot is good.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And for Seattle, they've got Trice, and it's Neal in at the one. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 7.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Weatherspoon. Over to the wing. Kicks to Trice. This one for 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's set. Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And Seattle shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's Castro, and again, it's Louisville converting.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Neal. Lays it up and makes it in. Neal's got the lead up to 3 now for Seattle.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Norvell off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pulls up on the wing, and it's Seattle with another.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Reed. To the wing on the left. Norvell. Louisville, no good that time either. Seattle leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Weatherspoon. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Timeout called, Louisville. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now to view the league's stingiest defenses.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Norvell to end the run. Seattle grabs the miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And he comes up with the deuce. Okogie's got 19 points.
And I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Here's Diawara, and another basket for Seattle.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off him. But now that he has that step back three, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
The pass to Trice. And another three for Seattle.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
From deep three-point land. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Louisville passing it around. Drills it from outside. He's got 16.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Neal, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
That's good from Neal. And Louisville making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Neal hits them both. Louisville trails by 11. No good there off the double clutch.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Down low. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Passes to Diawara. Out of bounds. Louisville takes possession. Green is checked in for Louisville. For Louisville, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Johnson inside. Neal defending. Okogie for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Okogie's got 22.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Trice. And another 3 for Seattle.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Johnson outside. On the wing, Green. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Seattle leading by 10. Pass to Diawara. Here's Trice. And good that time. Trice has got 11 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Johnson. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Here's Weatherspoon driving inside.
Weatherspoon. Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Johnson dishes to Green. Back to Johnson from deep three-point land. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Louisville trails by 11. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
And that one falls for Johnson. And Seattle making a change here. Diaz checked in. And Johnson drops them both. Seattle leading by 9. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA's 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But, Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect. The guys are on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, D.A. Thank you. And the pass to Weatherspoon. Here's Diawara. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Trice. Drops one in from the wing. Trice has got 37.
He's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Okogie, the pass to Green. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Seattle calls timeout. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork, got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Louisville on D. Dombrowskis, and he hits the jump shot. And Seattle leads by 8.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
From outside, off the mark. And Seattle's shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact is a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
There's the dish to Neal. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense shot, but it's off the mark. Neal, covered by Johnson. Here's Diawara. Count that bucket. Diawara's got 28.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The three from Johnson. They get it again. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
Shooting so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And Louisville making a change here. Reed's checked in. Seattle leading by 7.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Weatherspoon.
2 minutes.
A stupendous finish in traffic. Weatherspoon's got 13 points in the second half.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Johnson, the pass to Reed. Bobbed up there for Green. Delfino with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. Here's Okogie on the wing. Johnson over Diaw. Okogie, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Delfino. Right wing, three-pointer, sinks the three-pointer. Weatherspoon's got 30 points.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Johnson from outside. Seattle grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Seattle leading by 10. Kicks it to Delfino. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Fires for three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip. But he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Yes, that goes in. Reed's got his third basket of the night right there.
They're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. Nope. He's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
$15 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Dombrovskis. And there it is for him. And Seattle leads by 13.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so it's Seattle looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Johnson left side. From the arc. Hands it from downtown.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And for Seattle, Louisville trails by 10. Got a hand on it. He shoots again with nobody on him. He parries the jumper. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Delfino. Reed covering. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Weatherspoon. And that one's good. Weatherspoon's got 32 points in the game.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Russo. It's good. That takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Weatherspoon. He's feeling it. And he hits the jump shot. Weatherspoon's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. And Seattle leads by 11.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Fires the three. And another three for Seattle.
That's his third three of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Johnson for three. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Lets it go with a three. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
Here's Delfino, and it's Seattle with another.
A nice shot taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Out left to the wing. Reed. Off target from outside. Seattle leading by 12. The pass to Dean. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Johnson right side. Fires the three. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Out to the right wing. Here's Delfino. Lets it go from deep. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Weatherspoon's got 39.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And it's Seattle with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Dishes to Reed. Johnson outside. And slam dunk by Johnson.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Dombrovskis is guarded by Johnson. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Louisville. They trail by 16. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Shoots from 14 on his 15th shot attempt. He makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Seattle calls timeout.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
Sideline reporter David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. During the last break, I heard Seattle's coach as he addressed the team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys.
Thank you, David.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Louisville trails by 14. Norvell, and such a nice move to make the basket work. He's got 20. And here is Neal. Now Trice passes it to Diawara. Hits the three-point bomb. Diawara's got 31.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Okogie. Good. Okogie's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Pass to Trice. Here's Dean. He doesn't hit that one.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Louisville trails by 13. Norvell. Here's Okogie from deep. Good on the three-point shot.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Trice. To the wing. Here's Weatherspoon. Releases from the wing and drills it. Weatherspoon's got 41.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
To the inside, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Trice passes to Dean. Basket, good. And Seattle leads by 12.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
From the top of the key, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Weatherspoon. There's the pass to Diawara. Here's Trice. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
To the left side wing. Here's Okogie. The rebound by Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon's got 8 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Trice. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. To the left wing. Here's Weatherspoon. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Pass to Okogie. Launches it from deep. Seattle grabs the miss. Diawara's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that's a big boy dunk right there. He threw that down like a sledgehammer.
That is a violent attack on the rim. To the wing right side. Pass to Okogie. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Okogie's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Trice. Yep, it counts. Trice has got 42 in the game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Okogie. And it's in there.
I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And there's the pass to Dean. And that one is hammered home.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Pass to Weatherspoon. Now here's Neal. Pass to Weatherspoon. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Timeout called, Louisville. They're trailing by 17. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. Present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. .122 left in the game. Pass to Guzman. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Seattle.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And for Louisville, they're shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Shoots the 3. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
The pass to Trice. Here's Weatherspoon. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Guzman. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and the basket is good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. See you later.